I'm Oscar and I'm going to talk to you about the unemployment in my country, Spain. Unemployment in Spain vary across different regions of the country, but they tend to be higher when compared to the other Western European countries. Unemployment in Spain rose sharply during the late 2000s and early 2010. It was at 8% between 2006 and 2007. Starting 2008, the Spanish crisis caused the rate to rise past 20% in 2010 and 25% in 2012. Spain suffers a high level of structural unemployment. Since the economic and financial crisis of the 1980s, unemployment has never dipped below 8%. Spain has the fourth highest unemployment rate in the OECD, after Portugal, Italy, and Greece. One lead cause in an economy based mostly on talent and building sectors, as well as lack of industry. The most industrializing region is Basque Country. Its unemployment rate is 2.5 times lower than those of Andalusia or the Canary Islands. In the last 30 years, the Spanish unemployment rate has hovered around double the average of developed countries in times of growth and in time of crisis. From the start of the crisis of the 1990s, unemployment fell from 3.6 million to 2 million. However, that figure stagnated throughout the stable times to the present crisis. Nowadays, Spanish unemployment rate declined to 13.3% in the fourth quarter of 2021, from 14.57% in the previous 3-month period and below market expectation of 14.2%. It was the lowest rate in the third quarter of 2008. As demand for labor strengthened, aiming to a solid economic recovery, the number of unemployed people dropped by 312.9 thousand from the previous period to 104 million. Unemployment increased by 135,000 to 20 million. By sectors, unemployment declined in services, agriculture, and construction. The labor force participation rate fell to 58.65% from 59.14% in the previous period. And that is all. I hope that I have answered your question. Greetings from Spain. See you.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Ilam, and I'm going to explain you a little bit about the interviews in Spain. I believe that all interviews are the same in all countries. We get nervous. It's normal, afraid, but it's just a step forward. So I wish everyone the best of luck. But I advise you, you should never go to job interview unprepared. Preparation is one of the keys to successful face and pass a job interview, whether in Spain or in any country. Spanish companies are becoming more and more professional and methodical when interviewing their candidates. It's no longer only important what you have studied or previous experience, but also what you are capable of doing or your skills. Therefore, it is normal for job interviews in Spain to last between half an hour and an hour. And also, I'm going to explain you a few questions that are usually asked in the interview. For example, the first one is, tell me about yourself. Well, it seems like a pretty general question. Don't tell your life story, just mention what it's pertinent. Talk about your career and how you want to build on the knowledge and experience you gained in college, or point out your major accomplishment date. The second one is, why do you want to work here? So before the interview, research the company so you can properly say why it's the right place for you. It is all absolute aligning your values. And the third, it's you have to give an example of when you have been able to use your leadership skills. So this is a competency-based question, but it's likely to come up in one form or another. Consider group assignments you were in charge of in college, such a presentation, among others. Well, there are infinite questions you can be asked, but these are some of the questions you are likely to be asked, so I hope you found the explanation helpful. And thank you very much.
Hello everybody, I'm Paula and I'm going to answer the question of how to apply for a job. First of all, the most important thing is to be a resident in the country and have a work license. After that, you choose the work that you want and you make the CV in the internet, online, or in the jobs office. In the CV, you must write about all the information about you, your interesting skills, languages you talk, about, I don't know, courses you did, competitions you win, etc. You won, sorry, and all of that. If you want to search about jobs, you can do it in the newspaper, but even though people do that in the internet, or else also there are pages like LinkedIn is the most popular one in Spain, InfoJobs or Trabajador por el Mundo. There is a lot of also. You have to subscribe in these pages and they send to you emails with interesting offers or job offers, and you choose whatever you want. After that, they call you to a presentation, an interview, sorry, and if they are interested on you, they call you after that. And the other question, and the last question is if we can do a volunteering, and yes, we can do it. We have the Red Cross, every town have one, and some people join it in summer. With the friends, family, neighbors, and it is a good decision to join the Red Cross because you can help a lot of people and do a lot of things, and you can interact with young people, assist to help the social risk, do things for the environment, and also support events of the town and all of that. And thank you.
Hi, I'm Marisa and I'm going to tell about the job market in Spain. What is the most popular job market in Spain? Unemployment in Spain remains high in the wake of the COVID-19. The crisis hit the country's job market hard. While the situation is challenging, job opportunities are to be found in many quarters as the country embarks on its recovery. Coronavirus highlighted the weaknesses of the Spanish job market, such as the high percentage of temporary positions and the prevalence of precarious employment. That impact wasn't uniform. Most affected were the leisure-related sectors, tourism, hotels, catering, culture, and specific groups of workers, especially temporary jobs for the least qualified and young people and the self-employed. Job vacancies have grown by 7%. Among the professional categories that accumulated the most vacancies are commercial and sales, with 26% of the total. IT and telecommunications with 11% and customer service with 10%. Healthcare is another sector that follows the positive trend of recent months, registering a slight growth of 2%. Within these categories, the most in-demand jobs have been linked to e-commerce and logistics to go with the boom in online demand, and the transition to the digital world is generating more opportunities in the technology and information sector.